What time in the show is it?
Well, we're not alone anymore.
No.
There are people here. Which leads me to believe, because I'm a smart woman, that it is time for the most. Most music, who's on deck, Yahoo. Who's going to talk about that?
Let's do Trisha first.
Trisha, you're dancing.
Our editor, Trisha McKinney.
I shouldn't be dancing because this story is actually not happy. This is one of the most viewed on Yahoo News. It's about Reverend Billy Graham. He's in the hospital. He had elective surgery yesterday that went well, apparently, and he is in fair condition at a hospital after having a valve replaced in a shunt that takes fluid out of his brain.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently he has a lot of health issues,
Yeah.
and one of them has to do with excess fluid buildup in his brain. And so there's this tube that takes the fluid from his brain and actually puts it in his abdominal cavity, which is.
Okay, we can stop there.
Anyway,
we can stop there and just wish the Reverend well.
Yes. Anyway, he's 89 and he's expected to be in the hospital for a little while longer, but he's doing well.
Good to hear. Ian, producer Ian Sheila.
Hey, this is most from the Dallas Morning News, most emailed. Kind of an amazing story. This team of acrobats from Shanghai was beginning their tour in the United States. Apparently somebody on this end, an American businessman, didn't secure the funds. And so right at the beginning of their tour, they're kind of out of luck. Their Dallas performance was canceled. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. They don't have anywhere to stay. So a homeless shelter there in Dallas has taken them in. They're living there now. Their future's kind of in doubt. And they've just been hanging out, getting to know. They took these guys to McDonald's. At one point, all the male acrobats disappeared, and the guy who runs the shelter was really nervous. But it turns out the male acrobats figured out where the shelter was where the female acrobats were staying, and they just
and
gone
they
over
tumbled
there.
over.
Yeah, yeah. They've been doing a lot of backflips. They've been practicing, but it's kind of a tragic story, and they came over with one-way airplane tickets. So
oh no.
So who knows what's going to happen?
Oh, we have to keep our eye on that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Rachel, what do you have?
I have a story about love and loss.
Where is it a most from?
It is a most from the New York Times. It's called I Love You, But You Love Meat. And this is a story about the difficulties of food and relationships. And everyone these days has such specific eating habits. And as the article characterizes it, quote, the culinary camps have become so balkanized that some factions consider interdietary dating taboo. Mm-hmm. So, it's difficult. If you're a vegetarian, you date a meat eater. How's that go down? If you're a meat eater, you date a vegetarian. Do you have to have separate dishes? What do you do when you go to dinner parties? What do you cook at home? And this hit home for me because I did have a relationship with someone who was a very strict vegetarian. And at the end of the day, really, this is one of the issues that broke us apart because we're like, if you raise children, and he did it for not just dietary reasons. There were kind of some religious elements to this. So we ended up having to split it off because, what are you going to tell the kids? Mommy's eating a hamburger, killing a cow.
Yeah. My dad just became a vegetarian like a year ago, and my mom still eats meat. And she has agreed to cook less meat, and he's agreed to look the other way when she puts chicken broth in the risotto.
That's a recipe for a good long marriage.
That's right, that's fair.
How long have they been married?
30,
See?
50,
Compromise.
I don't know. Yeah.
See?
That's how
Learn what
you
to
make
fight
it work.
about. Continuing the food theme, naked sushi is coming to Minneapolis. This is the number 3 most.
The only thing they were missing.
The number
The
3
perfect town.
most emailed at the Minneapolis Star Tribune. It's a big fad, these naked sushi nights where people, they lie on tables with strategically placed flowers, and then the pieces of sushi are placed strategically.
So these are professionals.
These are professional.
Okay.
They had a casting call. They said 2 of the criteria: to be flawless and hairless. I'm not sure I know anybody who wakes up in the morning and goes, gosh darn, I'm flawless.
They had
hairless."
that. You remember that reality show with MC Hammer, and they had a model with sushi all over her at the house of former celebrities, and MC Hammer refused to eat the sushi off the woman because he thought it was degrading to her.
It's interesting. It's a trend that's been showing up in cities all over.
I don't see any problem with that whatsoever.
It's empowering, really.
Been showing
beautiful.
showing up in Berlin, London, Paris, New York,
In Tokyo, they do it in Japan.
and now Minneapolis. I'm not giving the name of the restaurant because I don't want to necessarily give them a commercial, but tickets are $75. It includes sushi, sake, champagne, and naked people. Just for the record. Ian,
Speaking
you have
of
one
Japan,
more.
Speaking of segues,
This is a difficult one. Good luck.
okay, so
not that bad.
you wouldn't think that Barack Obama would have a big following in Japan, maybe because they don't vote in our elections. But there's a town called Obama City in the Fukui prefecture, and they're crazy for Obama, of course. There's a group there started called the Group That Supports Barack Obama Voluntarily. I like the name.
Is it the group
all
that
the
supports Barack
mandated
Obama voluntarily? Happy fun vote time.
Yes, it is. And apparently elderly farmers, everybody in town is calling up wanting to join this group. One sweet maker is making these special, daifuku red bean cakes that spell out Obama in red bean paste. I really kind of want to go to Obama City and just watch the frenzy.
Look at that. Oh, wait. The I Love Obama illustration is, that's a little disturbing, actually. Type in Obama Japan into Google and, not so good. It's the most